Forever Island. And that's the story of an old Seminole Indian and his family down in the Everglades and what happened to them when the land they had lived on all of their lives is suddenly taken over for development and they were told they must leave. And I had a hard time selling it. It had 15 straight rejections. Every company up in New York that I would send it to, they would send it back and say, you know, this is a very touching story and it's beautifully written, but it has no commercial value. So when they tell you that, no commercial value, what they're saying in a kind way is, this won't sell. But I didn't give it up, and it finally stuck in a company in New York, publishing house up there. Well, after you sign a contract for a novel to be published, a period of 1 year passes before it actually shows up in a bookstore as a book. So during that period of time, I had some really serious doubts about what I had done. I said, man, you wasted 2 years of your life, a year researching this book, a year writing it and rewriting it and trying to sell it. And I kept asking myself this question: who will ever read a simple little novel about an old Seminole Indian fighting a battle he cannot possibly win in the Florida Everglades? And each time the answer would come back the same: nobody. Nobody will read this book. And I was convinced it would sell a maximum of 6 copies. My mother would buy one, my brothers wouldn't, they wanted free. All these school teachers would buy a copy. But I was convinced that that novel would never see the light of day. Finally it came out with no fanfare, no big promotion, no cross-country tours, no appearances on the Johnny Carson show and all that sort of thing. And then just by word of mouth, that little novel started popping up on bestseller lists across this country and in Canada. In 1974, it was selected for a volume of Reader's Digest condensed books. And that means millions of readers. And then it slowly started making its way around the world. And today that novel has been published in every country, in Western and Eastern Europe, in Central Asia, India, Japan, Australia, in every country in Central and South America. So that caught a lot of people by surprise, most especially me.